Hey there, Exploration Joe here today. It's not just me out here today. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone here. We're gonna get an update, and we're at a desolate location to look around and to get a pretty damn good video, at least scenic wise, as well as the actual content. So like I said, it's not just me here today, folks. I'm joined by none other than
What's up?
Gelico.
How's everybody?
Doing pretty good, appreciate you asking.
Joe, you look good, man. You really do.
Well, I think you look really good.
I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. It's been a struggle, and people who might have been paying attention to my Facebook and stuff like that, I've been putting everything out there because it's kind of been like a cry for help, but in the same time, everybody's struggling one way or another. Mine has been addiction, and there's something that I wanted to admit to APS and just everybody in general. There's never been one single time that I've been sober on film. This is the very first time y'all have seen Brett, not Gelico, Brett Gelico on film sober. I caught another charge. Yes, the guy from AfterPrisonShow who helps people get out, stay clean, find work, was using again. I was using. And I caught a charge and I had to do some time, and a lot has come with that. And though it may seem sad and I've let a lot of people down and I've lost a lot, I've gained a lot of insight and clarity to everything. We have the APS Army who reaches out. We have people that have been locked up. I have family. I have a program who I owe my life to, inevitably. And it's been great, man. July 19th, I got pulled over, and there was narcotics in the car that I admitted to before he even got in the car. I thought I had my license. I didn't, so I knew they had the right, so I just admitted it straight out. Thought I would get bond, and I didn't.
Today is actually the first time that you and I are getting back together since the last time that I saw you, and that was probably when we had to sit down between you, I, and Rabbit.
Yeah, that was some time ago.
Let's walk, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting over
the
here.
last time I saw you, it's been some time ago, man. We've both been very busy. I've been very busy at the time in my addiction, and a lot of things I found out about myself. I'm addicted to the hustle of life, and
I could have told you that.
you know, I'm just addicted to the hustle. I'm addicted to the criminal and addictive lifestyle. And
I wasn't going to go there with it.
But I mean, it's just the way it is. It's just when you finally get a chance to sit down and see where the problem lies, and it's in yourself. All these problems you've been blaming on other people, substance and everything. It inevitably comes down to it's yourself.
How crazy is it? Come on, let's walk and talk so that it's you and me in the shot here. We don't have a Cody, so it's just going to be you and me.
I seen a picture of Cody.
Cody's doing good, man.
He really is, man. Love you, Cody, man.
He's a grown man now.
Yes.
But what you just shared right there speaks volumes to me personally, because you said you found out that you're addicted to the hustle. Yeah. And isn't it crazy how a lot of times we don't see it in ourselves what the issue is? Because best believe,
that's why I was drawn to you and your ambition and the hustle. It just itself. It wasn't the money. You make things happen. And I remember being incarcerated just recently, and just drugs came into the block, and I was like, my heart started beating fast, and I was like, all right, let me get on the phone, make some cash apps happen. So not because I wanted to get high, because it wasn't even my thing. It was just.
There's a hustle. There's money to be made. Look at this right here, man. There's money to be made right here. So this location used to be an old gym. There used to be a Bally's Total Fitness, literally right in this field. And ever since they tore it down, you know, people have used this as a place to further their hustle. Free dumping grounds for tree service.
Hey man, that saves somebody $400 or $500 in dump fees. You know?
Damn right. And you're gonna see that all over here. We might even see. God only knows.
Who looks like we got some landscapers.
God only knows. We might even see some people over here. Let's cut over this way because we do got some noise.
But no, the day I got arrested, that's actually one of my other habits is gambling. I got rabbit out from where he's on. We went gambling and I got pulled over. A lot has happened since then. I'm single. And that's been trying. That's been trying for sure. Oh wow.
Yeah, buddy's up there with the leaf blower taking care of the leaves.
It's a damn shame. You see that right there? I think about him getting paid $15 an hour, and I think about the boss who's going to get paid $500 and how much he gets paid. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. That's apartment work right there, though.
Yeah.
Ain't no money in that. He'd be lucky if the boss gets paid. I can certainly, let's go over here, man. There's more crazy shit over here.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that's the thing, man. Just like you see that, man. People kill themselves for $1. That guy could literally fall off the roof and be fired by the time he hits the ground.
You ain't lying. He's 3 stories up, too. So let's talk about that real quick. Look at all that stuff over there. Let's go right back there. We're going to bounce around a little bit with
you're
this.
fine.
Obviously, talking about you getting locked up is going to be what's heavy on everybody's mind, but
Yeah.
we'll get back to that. You and me, we just had lunch. We just met for the first time since the trouble that you got in. And one of the things,
Joe always buys lunch for everybody, just for everybody to know.
you didn't have to put that out there.
Nah, man, there's just certain things you don't get credit for, and it makes me mad. You've gone out of your way, just like I've gone out of the way for people, and sometimes you don't get the respect you deserve, man. And it bothers me because you break your back and try to help people, and they throw dirt on your name, and it ain't right. It ain't right.
Well, let's talk about what we were talking about at lunch. You said, man, you're struggling out here to make $1.
Yeah.
You know, how is work? You got your van.
I do have work. I do still got the van, man, but that's the thing, man. Like, $100, $150 a day used to be like the going rate for help, or even just to tell somebody, man, that's what I need, man, and just that ain't it anymore, you know.
They need
I
more than
got
that.
a $350 van, you know. It's just it doesn't work that way. I got to get there. I got to make sure all the tools. The new pay rate is about $250 at least a day, and my help, I can't even afford to get help. I got to find people, and the only people willing to work there for that cheap is addicts, and I'm not doing that.
So you were talking about your pay has increased a lot. You used to be able to work for $150 to $200 a day.
Yeah, now I have to ask for more, and I can't really get it because the people that are helping me, they're helping me, you know, and that's the thing. Nothing's been handed to me. People are just giving me the opportunity to help myself, and I've been so used to coming in and out of the system that I know what I got to do already. I'm not doing so well because I'm working hard. It's just because I've been here before. You know, it's a learning experience, either way you look at it. I mean, I've done this a million times. I've been arrested 39 times in the city of Virginia Beach. I've been 144 felonies. I mean, this isn't...
You got 144 felonies?
144.
You're being sarcastic, right?
No.
Jesus Christ, Gelico.
You look on the city doc, that's the number they have. I saw it today when I was in court today, and...
Did you know it prior to seeing it?
I knew it was 100 when it was 143.
Oh, so you did know. So it wasn't shocking to you, because if I found out that I had you know.
I mean, I would get charges, a million charges at a time. I got 22 forgery and utterings with the violation. With each violation, you violate each violation. I got 9 violations.
Well, every violation is a felony, a new felony conviction.
Speaking of the lucky number 9, I had my 9th clean urine screen in a row.
Good for you, man.
And when I got 2 in a row, my probation officer let me know that was the first 2 I've had in a row in 12 years.
So again, bouncing around. You know, the first time that I saw you, which was only a couple of months ago, and then there was only maybe 2 times since then, you know, you and I get back into contact after a good little while, after plenty of drama. I consider it Joe's apology tour. Hey, you know, sorry for the past. We do all of that. But the bigger thing is, as I said, man, it looks like Gelico is really doing well now. And you made a confession to us immediately upon starting this video saying that you've never been sober in video. So me thinking that you had been doing well, you weren't.
No, man, I am a functioning addict. One way or another, my habit was averaging about $80 a day between the beer, between the liquor, between the cigarettes, the weed, the narcotics. You got to go up, you got to go down, you got to go to sleep.
So is it safe to say that your drug of choice was meth, or was it a combination of everything?
Well, at the last point, it was meth. I was addicted to cocaine for 30 years. But this last time, that's the thing, man. I did meth one time till I got locked up. I didn't when I got out. I did it one time till I got locked up.
You did it one time, meaning all it took was one time, and you just couldn't stop till you got locked up.
It wasn't that I stopped. It's just I had to keep going. It kept me going till an event inevitably it got me stuck.
Yeah. Look, I want to look at this stuff over here, man. We got some interesting stuff over here, and I see something red over there that I want to go.
It looks like I thought it was a truck.
It's like a coffee can, like a red Folgers can or something over there.
But no, man, and that's the thing that I've had to learn through. I've had to change my people's places and things, man. That's why I inevitably reached out to you. I've been tucked up under my family pretty decent. As you know, I've been in a rehab facility as part of conditions of my bond for the simple possession and a violation. My violation only carried 15 days. A simple possession of a .1, which is, it's nothing. Excuse me, yeah, 0.1. It's like residue, basically. And they wanted to smoke me. They really did. And in order to get out, I had to do a 30-day treatment facility. I got out on a bond, had a few days, said, man, I can make it. But the judge had ordered me back to the program. I took a week to myself to try and get some things situation. And the reality is, I found out really quick that I needed to go back as soon as possible. I did whatever I had to do to clean up my system because I was dirty immediately. And I had to come back to the facility that I was in. And that facility saved my life. It's the first time I've ever been into a 30-day treatment facility. I've been ducking 30-day treatment facilities my whole entire life. And it really saved my life. And it didn't just take me away from drugs. They kind of sit you down and talk about what the underlying issue is. Just everything. My main thing right now is prioritization, and I have to make certain things priority. I got pulled over because I didn't pay my insurance.
Hold on, they pulled you over, they ran the tags and saw the vehicle didn't have
insurance? The thing is, there's a lot to it. The cop was backed up with the dogs. As soon as I drive by, he pulled me over and said, "You don't have a license." I said, "How do you know that?" He said, "Because you didn't pay your insurance." I said, "I didn't pay my Cox cable bill either. How did you know I didn't pay my insurance?" So,
did somebody set you up?
One way or another, man, it doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, I got arrested.
Got it.
And I can't blame anybody but myself. I know exactly what you're saying. Oh, you got set up. No. I set myself up.
Got it. Let's go look at this red thing over here.
And that's the thing people have to realize in addiction is it's your fault. And that's hard to deal with. Having to know that every single problem that you've had in your life is your own fault. people everywhere, whether you've been locked up or everywhere, you're given opportunities, man. The system now is built for you to succeed. People don't even understand the opportunities they have because they're too busy playing on their phone. They won't download this or download that. There's free money, there's free food, there's free health care. Man, I'm getting my grill piece, I'm getting a partial, and I'm only doing that because I'm sober. I wouldn't make that. I mean, I had it the whole time I was out for 2 years, and I'm finally getting glasses, you know. I'm gonna get glasses, get my teeth fixed, get me a haircut, find me a new old lady, you know. I was perfectly fine with the other one, but
life happens.
Life happens, man.
I wanted to get this really cool angle of you with the red thing that I kept talking about, but it was behind this freaking log. What is that?
It looks like a Christmas tree stand.
It's a little baby Christmas tree stand. Is that symbolic, considering the fact that it's next to this 1,000-year-old old oak right here? I don't know if it's an oak tree or not, but look at the rings. This thing was massive.
And that's the thing, man. Time don't stop. This whole place got leveled. People were working here, working out, doing big things, and time doesn't stop. People are moving. No matter, you know something, man? I've done a lot of time, close to 14 years. In the month and a half that I spent in Virginia Beach City Jail was the hardest time I had ever spent in my life.
Why is that?
Because I was alone.
You lost everything this time, didn't you?
Yeah, Ann sobered up. She had a drinking issue. I was bitter and angry, but now I'm okay with it because there's a lot of things I had to learn on my own. And people always say that when you're by yourself, you know, you finally get to find yourself, you get to do this. They're right. You find yourself, you get to heal, and now I can make the kingdom to my castle. I can build my house and put my walls up. And if anybody who comes in there, you have to be a certain way. You're not allowed to be in my board. People, places, and things, man. I got a hold of 2 addicts. They've been calling me since yesterday. Just to say hi and see how they're doing. They're calling me ever since yesterday, man. And I have to block them. Because addiction sucks life out of an individual. And if you want to live, man, you can't go back. You can't. I got a son who just did, just doing wrestling, and I don't have time for it, man. I don't have time for it.
Well, I want to say this. Let's keep it moving, man, because whether we're on this side or on the other side, we got
blowers everywhere.
We got blowers everywhere. People don't understand it's
We're trying to do
30-mile-an-hour winds.
And that's the thing. People have changed, man. There's a different. People have no consideration for feelings, whatever money anything. People don't they really don't care about you, Joe. No. And time and time again that I've talked with you, it seems that your story is like my story. It's like you try to help people and it backfires in your face. It's not, and it's nobody in general, just as a group, as a whole. You just got to look out for yourself, and it's sad. I have no friends. I have not one friend. I have a couple people that I talk to who we're close with. And I just recently, I had a friend I just give a bite to because, they got a job straight out of the rehab facility. And I go to call, and their parents haven't seen them in 2 days.
You're not going to relate to a lot of what you're saying right there with the friends. I feel like I'm alone all of the time myself. And
that's sad. As many people as we have surrounded ourselves by, as many people that we have blessed and put in scenarios to succeed, it's just they forgot about it. And we put people in position, and it's not even, there's no love.
I want to get away from this freaking blower.
Yeah, come on.
But hold on real quick before we do so. And I really want to harp on what Gelico's saying right here because it's helping me with something right this second too. But look at this. We've got a camp right here.
Oh, come on, get out of here.
Yeah, we definitely got a camp over here. I don't want to disturb it. I saw all these water bottles. We got a tent. Got something hanging from the tree right there.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we won't mess with him.
No,
I don't know if anybody's over there.
I've personally hung out with a lot of homeless people, and their campsite is their home.
Yeah.
So,
sometimes I can be a little nosy, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I get it.
All this damn trash, I mean, it's just terrible.
Somebody saved a fortune dumping out here.
Yeah, they did.
And somebody's gonna pay a fortune to clean it up.
Oh shit, that was a bad idea, Joe. Bad idea. I just got freaking. I tried to get the shot for y'all. All right, yeah, I want to take a moment and speak my piece on some of these things that Gelico is sharing right here that may be, I don't know, maybe hard to understand or to follow, but like for me personally, I can follow it because I'm dealing with it too. I feel very alone in life. I have limited to no friends, and a big part of that is because of the island that I have personally put myself on for whatever reason. You know, Gelico talks about the fact that, you know, he's tried to help countless people, and in the end, they forgot about him. And to me, that sounds like some bitter scorn stuff, and maybe rightfully so, to feel upset in the fact that you're by yourself and alone. And if any of what Gelico is sharing here sounds like it's a little all over the place, I hope that y'all will give him at least the benefit of the doubt, because I know what it's like to not have no one to talk to feel like you don't have a single soul to talk to. And then when you finally get an opportunity to talk, you just let it all out, and it comes out any which way. And Gelico, man, I mean, I get it.
No, I mean, here's the thing. I tell people in recovery, I said, you'll go home after being locked up or to a place you call home, and people will look at you and be like, man, you really let us down. You really let us down. And you feel some kind of way. You feel this guilt that's inside. And you want to make them happy. But you know there's a place. I know dozens of people. I can knock on their door and sit down. And they say, hey man, you look like you got a lot on your mind. And I say, I do. And they say, you want to get down? And I'll say, you know, that's why I'm here. I'll go to a bar. I won't even have to pay for a drink. They'll put a drink in front of me before I even get there.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that he was gonna say that, you know, he can go anywhere and they'll ask or say that, you know, you got a lot on your mind, you want to get it off of your chest. But no, they are offering.
They'll give it, they would give it to me for free. I was out for 10 days in between drug rehabilitation center. I found a good friend and he said, you all right, man? I got a place for you to stay. And he was a friend, he meant no harm. And I said, hey man. And just so that's the way it works with people on the street, man. They break bread with you. I saw a fucking rabbit. He said, hey man, can you give me a ride to the scrapyard? He made $27 and gave me 13. That's the reality of people in the street. We look out for each other, you know? And that's why when you're staying sober, it's hard. It's really hard. Changing it. There's only one thing you got to change. And that's everything, you know? And
it sounds so cliche, but it's
dude,
the truth.
Dude, I've hated NA, I've hated AA, but one day at a time, and you got to accept the things you cannot change, man. I can't change that I'm off probation. I can't change that I'm alone. I can't change that work's getting hard, and I just have to accept it. And I have to take one day at a time, man. Sometimes 1 minute at a time, sometimes 1 hour at a time, you know? And I can't even go to my favorite place in the world, 7-Eleven, because
it's a trigger for you.
I just want to drink. So, you know, you got to recognize things, and it takes a while to really realize that, you know, I have all the opportunity in the world. Joe has given me a million opportunities, and family's given me a million opportunities, and I blew it. There's people that go into these rehabs over and over and over again, man. I am 46 years old. I'm about to turn 47, man. I'm done. I'm done. I love my life. I love my son. I love my family. And that's what's important to me, man. I love the people that have supported me, and I'm sorry I may have let you down, but
Don't worry about letting me down.
yeah.
In this point in time.
I'm happy, man, because I've seen people who have made it out of the struggle, man. Some people, like my man Chino, God, yeah, he builds a house, man. I'm doing work for him. There's just so many people. My buddy Josh, there's people on the internet. There's just so many people who got it together, and they're still struggling, man. And we support each other, man. And it's just like, it's people in meetings, it's people everywhere. There's another kind of camaraderie like on the streets. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of love out there, and people understand what we're going through, and there's a lot of love. But there's a lot of idle time that you gotta make yourself, you gotta get yourself right, you know? And things will come, man. And just like every day, you know, you wake up and didn't have any get right, and you found a way to get right every day. It's the same day, you use the same kind of motivation to get right.
Use that in a positive.
Yeah, it is, and it's so cliche to say, you know, use the same willingness you see to get high every day to get sober, and inevitably all these cliches and all these things that people say, they're right. They're so right, and it breaks my heart to think that I didn't listen to so many people, and I pulled the shade over people's eyes and stuff like that, man. But I'm sorry, and it hurts, man. But I can't dwell on the past anymore. I'm not dwelling on the past anymore. I have a very bright future. Joe has a bright future. Those things may seem, you know, grim, or, you know, things change, man, because good things happen to good people. And that's just what I believe, man. You know, I am a Christian, but I keep my beliefs to myself. I really do. But because everybody has their own little way, and good things happen to good people, man. You just do people right, and good things come to you, man. And
Let's get out of this location, man. I want to get to a point of wrapping this up, and forgive me for kind of cutting you off right there.
No. You're absolutely fine, man.
But I got one.
You want to check out the van where I was living?
Yes, I do want to check out the van.
van.
That's where I want to wrap this up from. And there's a couple of things that I want to ask you.
Absolutely.
You know, as we get closer to wrapping this thing up.
And man, there's a lot of stories out there that need to be told, Joe. There's a lot of people out there, man. There's a lot of people making it, and there's a lot of people struggling. And that's the one thing that we all have in common. Whether you're doing right, whether you're doing wrong, man, there's a struggle, both in life and mentally, and just work, and just, you can't give up. You cannot give up. You can't.
Well, your van look a lot like my van.
Yeah, it's Old Faithful. Here, let me switch around the chair. See if we can get a decent shot. Here, let me see.
What, you got a recliner in here?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, you do.
This is my kingdom.
So you were living in here?
Yes, look at the clothes to your right. Yep. Be careful, you might see some of my underwear or something laying around. But hey, it's my laundry room, it's my everything.
It's awesome to see that you've got the van, and you've actually kind of got it set up the way that I'm trying to get my van set up with the stealth camper situation. What's it like sleeping in here? Or what was it like sleeping in here? Oh, you slept in the chair in here? Let me come around and get that shot.
Intuition is something else. I had a feeling that me and my girl would break up.
I can't get you good there.
I had a feeling we would break up, and I knew I'd need something to take my mess everywhere I went.
All right, I'm down to only a little bit of battery left, so I need to get to a point of wrapping this up. So, a couple of things real quick as we get ready to do so. Obviously, Gelico, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, bro, and I'm glad you still got it rolling, man.
Shit. Trying, but
I mean, hey, man, every day's a struggle. You know, every day you got a new battle.
I could bitch about it, but people got way worse problems than not getting views on the internet.
The hardest battles are given to the strongest soldiers, brother.
Well, look, I want to ask you this. This is actually an interesting question. I used to ask guys this when they were getting ready to go home from prison while I was still in prison. You know, with the truth that you have shared with us about your struggle with addiction, you know, what chance do you give yourself right now, Gelico? Obviously, you've struggled with addiction your entire life. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know, what kind of chance are you giving yourself that you are going to be able to refrain from slipping back into that?
You want an honest answer?
Yeah.
An honest answer would be a 10.
Okay.
Because anybody who's done time or anybody who has gotten high, something clicks. Something clicks in here and in here. And you see family and everything. When we get locked up, we think about all the hurt we had, but we never think about how many people we hurt. I have a chance to be a father, I have a chance to be a man, a good friend, and hopefully a husband one day, and things take time. And it's my time to get everything right, man. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, good for you for wanting it that bad.
No, I mean, it's something that's it's got to be embedded in your soul. It's just something you got to know. Either you're going to do it or you're not, you know? And I usually don't make promises or never say never, but I tell myself, not everything's for everybody, but I know my chances, and I'm pretty confident. And I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, I got a new place. I got the van, I got work, I got everything working out for me, man. And it's just, everything takes time, man. You just have to be patient, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the APS Army. I love you all. Thank you for all your time. I hope you take my apology with the utmost respect, but I get it. I love you all.
I'll wrap it with that.